Hello everyone, Messenger of Nurgle here, and today we're going to work on Swampy bases. I've already taken the liberty of gluing the cork down, and I use these little steel balls, and I'll show you what those are for here in a little bit. You can get this pack off of Amazon for relatively cheap. And I glued down some different sizes as you see. Those are going to be the bubbles of the swamp sludge, if you will. So we're also going to use UV resin, our trusty UV light, Vallejo black-green ink, acrylic ink, dirty down moss, AK medium olive green, 3rd gen, AK olive green, 3rd gen, AK camouflage green, 3rd gen. And I've also taken the liberty of already pre-priming these in black. So stick around, this is going to be really cool. I hope you like it, and I hope we all learn something. Okay, so we're going to start out with the medium olive green, and we're just going to lay down a light base coat with the airbrush. Nothing too crazy because we're going to be going back over this with, and you want to be sporadic with it. Don't really cover the whole entire thing. Just give some splotches here and there. And you'll see why here in a little bit. So that actually looks pretty good for the moment. Maybe get a little bit on the sides here. Okay, next we're going to go in with the AK camouflage green in the airbrush, and we're going to cover a little more. Again, we don't want this to cover everything. We just want splotches of color. And you see that I'm going with a very darker palette on here, a very muted palette, if you will, on this green. Make sure you save some spots for your 3rd color of green. And lastly, we're going to go in with the AK olive green, the lightest of the 3 greens, with the airbrush. And then we're going to cover up the remaining spots. Okay, so now you see that we've got the color all down. And they're in different splotches, and you can see that it's muted tones. There's no saturation on these whatsoever. So next what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the dirty down moss, and I'm going to show you how to work this in. Now what we're going to do here is go in with a softer, wider brush. And we're going to go over this sporadically, very lightly. We want to just get a little bit on the end of our brush like that. And we're just going to hit some of these spots. We're not going to completely cover the thing, but we're just going to give it a light. Some spots will be heavier than others. And you'll see why when it's all done. This stuff dries really quick too. And before you apply it, you really want to give it a good shaking. I mean, really shake this stuff up. And it's water soluble, so if you make any mistakes or you want to change anything, you can go back in and do so with a little bit of water. But as you see, it's already drying. So we just go in, like I said, just kind of dab it around until it fits your consistency of what you're looking for. You don't have to be uniform about this at all. Just hit the spots that you want to hit. And see right there, see how it's already starting to form its moss deposits? Drying out. But you always want to use an old brush as well. Don't use one of your good brushes to apply this stuff, because it will ruin your brushes. Okay, now you can see they're nice and dry, and it's got that real dry moss looking color to it. Now, we're going to set those off to the side for just a minute, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So I've added the UV resin to my little tray here, and this is the reason why we're going to use the Vallejo acrylic ink, because we're going to tint this, and this is a more transparent than a regular acrylic paint. So we only want to use a drop or two of this Vallejo Game Color Black Green ink. There, just a couple drops. You want to go very sparingly on this. Now, you'll take your toothpick and you'll just start stirring this up until the color disperses throughout the UV resin. Okay, so when it's all completely mixed up, it should look like that. Now, we're going to start the pour. We're just going to pour this out on top of the base. We're going to get a good liberal amount on it. Actually, let's just pour the whole thing out, because we're going to cover this whole base. Now, we're going to take our toothpick and we're going to spread this around, and we're going to make sure to get it over top of these metal balls, because again, these are going to simulate bubbles in our swampy fluid here. So we just want to go ahead and spread this out nice and even. Just like so. There we go. That looks really good. That looks really good. Now, we're going to take our UV light and we're going to hit this, and it should cure it almost instantly. And if you have a few little bubbles in your mixture, that's okay. That's okay, because it can simulate toxic swamp bubbles. So this stuff does cure very quickly. As soon as you put the light to it, it is almost instantaneous. But I always give it a little extra just to be careful, just to make sure. And then when you think you've hit it enough, go ahead and touch it with your finger to make sure it's cured. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep the light on it just a little bit longer because it was a little mushy here in the middle. Okay. And there you have it. A muddy, swampy looking swamp base with bubbles. Very simple, very easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some of this UV resin on the outside edge here to cover this plastic as well. So, but I wanna leave these rough edges to simulate the rock, dirt, and whatever. So now the only thing left to do is to go in and paint the rims black. And wait till you see what I'm using these for. That's going to be the fun part. Well, folks, there you have it. Quick and easy swampy bases. They look really cool. They got the bubbles in them. Yeah. So please stay tuned for the next adventures of what I'm going to paint to attach to these bases. It's going to be really cool. Please return. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have done so, thank you so much. I am Messenger of Nurgle, and I paint miniatures. Fuck yeah, man.